leftovers. Putrid stench. A putrid stench emanating from somewhere in this room permeates your nostril and makes you retch violently. That's flipping insane. Yeah. Yo. Yes. You first. Pluck the wings from the butterfly. You can't love who you are if you hate who you got here. Do you understand how fortunate you are, Wanderer? To be you instead of them? Maybe. I guess you're right about that, huh? She loves me. Let's see the truth here. Holding plate of God knows what sits on the filthy blood-spattered floor. Maggots crawl in and out of the water and refuse to transform in a heap. What would you like to do? Oh, wait. This is probably for the best. No charm made from thick animal skin. Yes, more questions. Yeah. Would you consider yourself to be reserved? No. People now to the back, individual, I would be considered as a very reserved person, especially in the people who recently met me, but people can literally ask me anything and I would answer them. But the same, it depends on the person, I guess. Some people I have to be reserved because I just don't trust them. Normally I would not consider myself to be reserved. Would you consider yourself to be unstable at times? Absolutely, hell yeah. Do you ever feel like constantly having to defend yourself to others? Probably yes, that's why I keep lying so much. You ever stood up for someone who you probably shouldn't have? Yes, I have. Has anyone ever stood up for you during a time where you went wrong? No. Would you give your life to save someone else's, even if the person might not deserve? No. I would, if you would cut the sense, would you give your life to save someone else? No, wait. Wait, hold on. Would you give your life to save someone else's? No. Yes, absolutely no. Unless it's the love of my life, absolutely no. Do you value other people's happiness over your own? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be selfish at times? No. Fucking antivirus popping up now? No. Do you consider yourself to be selfless at times? At times? Probably also no. You ever feel like others judge you without getting to know you? Yes. You typically make friends with people who are very similar to you. Ah, that is a question. That is a fucking hard and good question. I never thought about that. You typically make friends with people who are very similar to you. Actually, I don't think about of all the people I hang out, they're not similar to me at all. Do you consider yourself to be lonely? Yes. Do you consider yourself to be shallow at times? No. Do you ever judge a book by its cover? No. Do you ever feel manic at times? No. Oh, Yay. Alright, right of one of the doors has to do something, right? Let's go to the grave. Tethered with ropes before you. Read the grave marker. Rest in peace, envy. Jealousy and envy are internal consciousness and confession of our own inferiority, and an admittance of another superiority. What it is we feel ourselves are lacking within us. Alright, that shit blew up. I wouldn't just rest before you locked and chained shut. The two words are as follows: food and water. What would you like to do? Rest your hand on water. Out metal clank. Ends of the chest are overtaken. You require a glass bottle of water. Choice has been made, wanderer. The crappy wooden bucket sits on the dirty floor. There's a note sitting at the bottom of the bucket. Upon further examination, there is a crude dagger along with the note. The note itself reads, "No sacrifice, no entry." Cut myself with the dagger. You press the crudely shaped dagger against the palm of your hand and close your fingers around the blade till you feel the sharp pain of your flesh being severed. Warm blood begins to flow freely from the palm of your hand and fill the bucket. As the bucket fills with blood, something floats to the top. Wisdom token presents itself as the bucket fills to the brim. Decision has been noted. I can hear the sound of doors. Yes, so here was the grave marker, so I'm going for the left door. Yes. You're not alone. You hear the sound of small critters going around in the darkest corners of the room. More butterflies near you. Luck lifting. We're not given a good life nor a bad one. We are, however, most certainly given a life. Imagine that by you on the other end, the arms were ripped from your body. Think the light radiates from a crystallized object on the floor. She loves me, she loves me not. Okay. Let's go to the floor. 1234. Hey, this room is so familiar. Alright, more questions. Fill in the blank answers. Have you ever feared what may lurk in the darkest trying to sleep at night? Ever? Oh. You find what is I guess so, yes, probably. You often find ways to keep yourself entertained, yes. That makes no sense, my answers, to be honest, but yeah. Would you say that you're someone who enjoys their own company? Absolutely not. You typically get along well with others. Typically, yes. Would you consider yourself to be stubborn? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be argumentative? Yeah. Are you usually right when it comes to disagreements? Hell yeah. Would you consider yourself to be egotistical at times? Hell no. Have you ever had an inflated opinion of yourself? Ever? Yes, one time. Have you ever had a low opinion of yourself? Yes. Do you typically have a low opinion of others? Yes. Meeting new people make you anxious? No. Have you ever fantasized about living in a void all by yourself? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be the center of your own universe? No. Alright. decision has been noted. I wonder when. Got the wisdom tokens, angel bed and glass bottle of water, we've got some relics, we've got a lot of secrets. First, let's go here. Look into the hole. It is squeaking of a small creature hiding in the darkness. Don't be the one to come out. The hand is much larger between you for the hole. House crashing noise can be heard. Something happened to the mirror. Pool of blood is formed on the floor where you stand. The mirror on the wall seems to have been shattered by some unknown entity. They token to defeat the edge. Your voice echoing your mind. Understanding requires much more depth than knowledge. Perhaps many know you, but how many understand you? You have paid tribute and received the blessing of wisdom. The decision has been known. The mark has been left. The sound of a door unlocking will be heard in the distance. Well, let's go in the danger zone. Yes. Let's open the door. The music room. Interesting. Faint sound of music can be heard coming from somewhere in the room. Okay. Okay. Oh wait. Locked wings. You're worthy of the love that you bestow upon others. Envy, you wanderer. Truly, I do. Reach out and grab it. She loves me. Let's answer some more questions. Do you ever take dangerous or unnecessary risks, even when the reward probably isn't worth the consequences? No. Do you ever do things for the thrill or the adrenaline rush that the activity gives you? No. You knew that your death would be the fault of a significant other. The only way to avoid the death is to break contact with them forever. Would you do it? No. Never. You could know the death dates of everyone you care about. Would you want to know? Would I want to know? Everyone, I guess. Yes. Would you consider yourself to be a jealous person? No, really not. Really rarely. Would you consider yourself to be insecure at times? Yes. Would you say that you do well under pressure? Mostly yes. Have you ever considered leaving Earth forever? Yes. Do you ever pray? Nah. You could travel back to a previous period in time, would you? Probably yes. You could fast forward your life without the currently live it, would you? No. Do you believe in true evil? Yes. Better to kill than be killed. Do you agree with the statement? Yes. There's someone in your life currently that you fear. I fear nobody. Is there a person I would fear in my life? The only person I have to fear is myself. To your knowledge, has anyone ever been afraid of you? Yes. Alright, let's go talk to the corpse. Various insects and creatures scurry between the skeletal remains of some poor, unfortunate soul. Among the bones, an old, worn-tattered piece of parchment was crumbled and rolled. What would you like to do? Take the parchment. Reach your hand into the wall and wrap your fingers around the parchment before quickly yanking it out. If required, crash a map. But what's that instrument? An old organ rests against the stone wall, caked in thick cobwebs. Spiders skid you quickly across the keys. What would you like to do? Play the organ. You place your hands in dusty, spider-infested keys and begin to play a few notes. Alright. As you continue to play notes, you hear the distant sound of a violin playing along with you, coming from somewhere in the darkness. There's the clay where he sits in the corner before you. When you peer into it, the bottom appears to be shrouded in darkness. What would you like to do? Reach into the vase. Feel something in the bottom. Pick up it firmly and retrieve it. Required wisdom token. Nice. Let's go to the skeletal thing again with the organ on the side. Library. I didn't think the game would be that long. The distinct aroma of old musty books sweeps across the room. Finish successfully been saved. Hey, butterfly, give me your wings, please. How can you expect the world to change if you remain the same yourself? How many of these do you think will end up collecting, Wanderer? Do you think it will ever get old, hearing the brittle wings snap from their abdomen? Left me not. Viking. Let's answer some more questions. Is that now it gets boring? You begin to read questions from the journal. Link your answers. Would you consider yourself to be a gambler? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be a confident individual? No. Would you consider yourself to be more or less independent? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be attractive? Oh no. Nope. You could implant a microchip into your hand that would replace all handheld electronic devices that you currently use, and your hand would act as a substitute for anything and everything you could need in that regard. Would you do it? All handheld electronic devices. Now, I have a question. Does this include my bank account? Because then maybe yes. I think so. Placing my phone like that. I don't have to carry so much around in my hand. Yes, probably yes. Do you lie to people on a daily basis? Yes. Have you ever been afraid of suffocating? That's irony, isn't it? No. It is very ironic for a person who tries to suffocate himself not being afraid of suffocating. Oh yeah. Old times. Have you ever been afraid of someone breaking into your home and harming your animals? No. Are you confident? Yes. I can defend myself really good. Would you fight against insurmountable odds in order to protect a stranger's life from others? Could the fallen wounded do them harm? Yes, probably. Would you consider yourself to be materialist? I guess so, yeah. Your friends often share a similar set of morals and values to your own. I don't think so. Probably not. Do your friends often share your same interests, dreams, and ambitions in life? Yes, I think so. You can beat them, join them. Do you agree with the question? No. Absolutely not. You believe in the idea of soulmates? Yes, I do. I have met my soulmate. There's no doubt that I have a soulmate, and I know who it is. Now, let me go for the library stack. What's a grave? Read the grave marker. Here rests gluttony. Some feelers for gluttony is a trait of the self-serving, would disregard what actions may spell doom for others. Gluttony is also an escape from reality. It's consuming one from within. Okay. Cobwebs envelop the old tomes, and many of the pages no longer remain intact. There appears to be book left on shelf. A note of addition just might be legible. What would you like to do? Read the book. You flip through a few pages. The welcome book then tells stopping the page with something of interest to you. Handwritten, perhaps a journal or diary. Perhaps it's just an open letter to anyone in mind. Find it. It reads as follows. I don't know who's going to read this. Hell, I've barely touched anything in this place since I got here. A few things I've come to realize since I've been trapped in these halls. For starters, it appears that there are foul magics at play here. I found grisly ritualistic altars, human sacrifices, half-eaten corpses, mass graves of nameless bones and worse. I can even imagine worse, that is. Also met a few other wanderers in my journey through these halls. Shared a few words and have sad knowledge bestowed upon me. I helped a woman escape from a grotesque abomination, only to find out that she was a witch with a hankering for human flesh. No one and no thing here is to be trusted under any circumstances, and to be quite honest, the longer I spend within the testing chamber, the more I can understand why. From what I understand, the only way out of this place is to find a sacred mirror of some sort. Without the mirror, the souls are lost in purgatory, doomed to endlessly wander these halls for eternity. Many come seeking answers, few make it out alive. I've yet to see anyone survive here for longer than a day or two, and I'm beginning to think that there'll be no exception. The constant exploration, the ruthless amount of digging, my studies have led me to the conclusion that this place was originally built to keep the souls of the damned from escaping eternal prison. To ever build this place wanted something good to come from the present. Other monsters spoken to believe the souls who are trapped here are meant to obstacles and grant space and mistakes from past lives. The wild woman used to wander these halls until she was turned to stone, but she saw the caretaker guiding light in the darkness for quite some time, so she was past one of the worst entities that roam these halls. I'm blind that nothing here is evil. I'm not so sure about that. I was told that if I came here, I would gain the answers I sought. I don't even if there's a possibility at this point. My skin has become the water of my bones, and I don't know how much longer I can last in a shiny food. I can only describe as living hell. To be quite honest with you, I didn't even know if I'm still alive anymore, and if I am, I don't know how much longer that's meant to last. Sign, a wanderer. I wonder how many more books I have to read. Now let's open. Fire at one point in time. One book particularly appears to be unburned. As a matter of fact, it doesn't even look like it belongs with the others. What's it doing? Eat the book. Page covered in images of butterflies. There are various depictions of human-like figures morphing into small critters. Their arms and legs shrink, their torsos turn into smaller abdomens, and some of them even sprout wings, judging the imagery. The book is a detailed passage about various things you might encounter in the tasting chamber. It reads as follows. To the rapt souls who seeks vindication and absolution, read on. I believe that the soul has been wrongfully kept within the confines of the tasting chamber. He may undergo the trials of wisdom in an attempt to free himself from these halls and to relinquish all captivity, severing the bonds attracted you to this prison. One of the first steps in this process is finding the old hag that wanders these halls and paying a tribute of her choosing. Once the hag has agreed to assist you, she will bestow upon you a transmogrification spell which will return you to the creature of your choosing. When you choose to become butterflies, it's easy to get around and make yourself more or less noticeable by sticking to the shadows, only entering the light when you deem it necessary. This also allows you to keep yourself out of range of threats from down below. Most of the enemies that wander these halls do so by foot. Once as foolish, you must seek out the wanderer and offer your life to them. If the wanderer accepts, you must bestow upon them a blessing of knowledge that may aid them in their journey. The watcher deems the blessing worthy of your freedom, then your soul shall be forever freed from the tasting chamber. Where your soul travels after this process is complete is still unknown, but one thing is for certain. No soul who has ever left these halls ever returned. Signed, Alice. So pretty much all the butterflies were just humans once, and I pretty much killed all of them. Therefore they gave me wisdom. Huh. Ah, fuck me. Okay. Just packed full of dusty old books like perhaps there's some alternate versions of you read before. Perhaps they're not even books at all. On the shelves before it almost looks like I've read this in terms they're not even a book at all. Alright. I guess I'm just gonna go for the trash and then for the wisdom token. Let's put words. The two words are as follows. Offensive and defensive. What would you like to do? Best end on offensive. Loud metal clank. One of the chests are yours for the thinking. If you have acquired Iron Sword, you will live with your decision, whether you like it or not, Wanderer. Stone statue of a veiled woman stands tall before you. He holds on an old leather-bound book pressed tightly against her bosom. What would you like to do? Blade token, yes. Others will always treat you in any way which you decide to let them. If you wish to be treated differently, then show them what behaviors you will and will not accept. You have paid tribute and received the blessing of wisdom. Decision must be noted. The mark has been left. Can I cut them? My sword? No. I'm going with the left again, because that's where the book I have been able to read. So let's see where we're going. Now loading. Now that's damn.